because it's just looking a little tricky out there.
Well, speaking of tricky, we were watching the thunderstorms coming towards central Ohio, toward Franklin County specifically about 60 minutes ago. I was like, uh-oh. In the past 30 minutes, the uh-oh went to like, it just kind of fizzled. But we've been seeing that consistently is the inconsistency. Storms will pop up and then they'll fade away. But one thing we're watching, any of the storms, very heavy rain, gusty winds, downpours, and some lightning. So just be careful out there. Okay. Take it indoors with a little bit when thunder roars and take it back outside, but keep it out of the sky. We'll be tracking the same thing. Across central Ohio, we're looking at the radar for you right now. That means that the opportunity, depending on where you're at, you're in for a fine evening. However, allow for that chance of some gusty winds and downpours. And for example, right now, around Lithopolis and Groveport, also just east of the airport, east of Gahanna, Pataskala, and New Albany, up near the northwestern parts of Licking County. You do see what I'm talking about. Those thunderstorms look very strong. They pop up for a minute or about 10, 15 minutes, then they subside down again, kind of a pulsing or kind of the strengthening and weakening cycle of some of these storms. Right now, a strong cell is going to impact Johnstown at 5:27, Purity at 6 o'clock, and Hickman at 6:09. Further off toward the northwest, there's Radnor, there's Delaware, just northeast of Ostrander, headed toward Powell and the Zoo, Delaware, Sunbury, and Condit between now and 6:09. And then further off toward the west, this cell also weakening, but still some downpours and gusty winds. We're looking at areas around Woodstock at 5:46, Marysville and Union County at 6:02. And also we can't forget our friends down near Fayette County in Washington Courthouse. A little bit of cluster of some thunder and lightning down there, as well as some thunderstorms just between Athens and Morgan County right now. There is still a flash flood warning for much of central and southern Morgan County that goes till 7:15 because of the ongoing showers there. But everybody else has fair game to get some gusty winds and downpours. But once we get through the 6, 7, 8 o'clock hour, that activity should subside, leading to a pretty decent but a very muggy night. So tonight, similar forecast for tomorrow night and for Sunday night, the rain and the wind mid-afternoon through the evening hours through about sunset. Be ready, be prepared, and stay connected. Have more than one way. The app is a great way. Watching us on 10 TV is a great way, and an emergency weather radio for the National Weather Service feed is also a very good way to get those severe weather alerts. Downtown right now, we're seeing that overcast coming back in, perhaps some light to moderate showers, but that cell has weakened as it moved into western Franklin County, and we're fine with that. We're 83 right now, reporting some thunder at John Glenn at the top of the last hour. Wind southeast about 10 miles an hour. And even though we're 83, cloudy and damp, it still feels like 90 degrees because it's just so unbearably humid out there. And that's not going to get much better. In fact, we're going to carve off a few degrees after we get past sunset, but only managing mid-70s tomorrow morning. So if you had a tough time getting cool today, and maybe some friends, elderly, the young, and don't forget about your pets too, and we're really going to have a problem tonight and tomorrow morning, and the heat and the humidity continue right through the upcoming weekend. Tomorrow right back up to near 90, and like today, midday through the afternoon and evening will be the peak chance for some of those showers and storms. We're going to start at noon tomorrow because your morning looks okay, albeit very sticky. Getting through about 2 o'clock, some pop-ups northeast near Newark and Mount Vernon, down near Chillicothe and westward Washington Courthouse. A few thunderstorms at 4 o'clock north near Bucyrus and Mount Gilead, Mansfield, and south near Circleville and Chillicothe. Then we get till about 6 o'clock. Areas favored to Mount Vernon, Coshocton, and over near Guernsey County and west north Hardin County and Kenton. And then by 8, 9 o'clock, still some active weather up north, but everybody else should dry out for a pretty decent Saturday night. And we'll do that same thing again getting into Sunday. A quick look ahead. It's worth taking a second because the 6 to 10-day temperature trend will be below normal. For the first time in a while, we're looking at a break from the heat, and with that cooler air will be a stabilizing influence, meaning some storm-free days coming up too. 10 weather impact, 7-day forecast, 89, 89. Saturday and Sunday, very similar days. Monday, risk of a late-day storm. Tuesday, we're dry and hot and humid. Wednesday, chance of a shower, cooling off, 82 and 81. That's the relief. Not until next Thursday and Friday.